may now be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to Michigan State University's Master of Arts in Educational Technology 2018 Graduate Recognition Program here in Galway, Ireland. I am Candace Marcotte, one of the coordinators for the MAET program. I see a lot of family and friends who have made the journey here to Galway, so I would like to extend a sincere thank you to them for being here today. This is a special day for the graduates and represents a culmination of hard work and perseverance. Before we go into recognizing the graduates, I would like to thank a few instrumental people for their help and assistance in making the MAET Overseas program possible. First, I would like to thank Jean-Pierre Ussoff. JP has been our MAET Overseas Student Life Coordinator for the past 17 years. And he has been key to our experiences here in Galway. From finding the best restaurant in town to organizing overnight trips, to his well-known moderate hikes, there is no detail too small for him to pay attention to. Thank you, JP, for an incredible summer here in Galway. I would also like to thank Dean Bob Floden and Department Chair Carrie Roseth for their continual support of the MAET program. As you all know, administrative support is integral to the success of all educational endeavors, and we are tremendously lucky for their trust and support. On the local front, I would like to thank Olivia McBride, the conference coordinator here at NUI Galway, for her support in facilitating our experience. We would also like to thank the staff at Corb Village, especially Carl Reinhardt and Maura Nagornan, for their responsiveness in making our stay as comfortable as possible. I would also like to thank Cormac Staunton for setting up our live stream so that families and friends can virtually join in our celebration. Let's all take a moment to say hello to all of our friends joining us. Hello. There are 5 other people in this room who have dedicated their time, talent, and energy to all of us this summer. Chris and Allison, Emily and Sean, and my teaching partner, Aman. Every summer, the instructors work hard to create learning experiences that expose you to cutting-edge tools and ideas. We are thankful for their guidance in helping you explore, create, and share. Thank you, instructors. With this, I would like to go ahead and introduce a special guest that we have joining us via video today. So we really do honestly carry each of you with us every day when we're back on campus, and we like to find a way to commemorate that every year. So this year, we wanted to take you on a little tour. So here's Liz outside of the Red Cedar River. So when we're singing the fight song every day at Crossshare, this is literally the banks of the Red Cedar. And this is Maria Serrato, our program assistant, outside of Spartan Stadium. And here Liz is with the Spartan statue, as well as Beaumont Tower. All of these are a must if you're on campus ever. And of course, this is the College of Education, Erickson Hall. And no trip to MSU is complete without some form of Sparty being presented. So here Liz is with a new bronze statue of Sparty inside of our student union. She organized the balloons and everything. So just remember that when you go home, no matter where your home is, we're always thinking about you and sending all of our positive wishes out to you in your learning communities. And if ever you need anything, you can always count on Team MAET to come through for you. At this time, I would now like to introduce our honored speaker, Mr. Jean-Pierre Housseau.
Yep, let's talk about being out of your comfort zone. Dear friends and family of friends. Right. Well, I imagine that you expect me to tell you a lot of juicy stories of all my years, all my summers with MSU. And yeah, quite a few memories collected over the years. But I will talk to you first about a very naive young woman that I met in Rouen who walked out of the airport without her luggage. And her luggage was sent first to Germany and then was sent back to Michigan. I said, do you know where you have your luggage tag? Oh, no. But I'm so impressed to see what she has become over the years because she's with us today. And I really look up to her. She's grown a lot, for sure. Anyway, no, that was 9 years ago, right? And I would like, so one of our students had never done her laundry before, believe it or not. Yes, we had a few princesses on the program. And one day she was there in the laundry room and she said, JP, there is something wrong with the washing machine, as she was looking puzzled at her dirty laundry and the powder going around and around and around. I said, yes, sweetie, this is called a dryer. But there is some danger in doing your laundry and to use the dryer. A couple of years ago, I was in a hurry, so I had done my laundry, packed, I took everything from the dryer, just stuffed it into my bag. When I got home, I found a very minimalist pair of girls' underpants. I'm glad I got to them before my wife did, because it would have been hard to explain. I could also tell you about one of the girls that fell asleep while she was taking a shower very early in the morning because she was too tired. And she woke up when she banged her head on the shower door. Or being asked by a young man to give romantic advice, or, or playing matchmaker, which I've done also. And about quite a few young men or young women who found one another during the program, and some even ended up getting married. And I'm pleased to say that the tradition still continues, in spite of a real shortage of alpha males on the program. All right, so I won't go into the details about all those stories, and I won't tell you the one I removed from my notes before talking to you today. It's my secret diary. I will write my memoirs when I retire, for good. So Elizabeth, where is Elizabeth? Elizabeth, you asked me about what kind of advice would I give a young teacher. So rather, let me tell you what kind of a teacher I still strive to be after 40 years and 40 plus years of teaching. So my focus has shifted over the years from teaching to learning, not only on how my students learn from me, also what I learn from them when I listen to them. What I teach has become almost irrelevant over the years. I do not teach French. I teach children how to learn French. Focusing on who they are, on my relationship with them, and on their learning really allows the weakest of my students to be the most successful because he or she gave her best. I had the privilege last year of meeting a famous French writer, René de Baldia, soon to be 100 years old on October the 18th. He wrote his ultimate book not about himself or about giving advice or teaching 1 century worth of stories and wisdom. His last work is a book of quotes from other famous writers that have influenced him. So from those pearls of life, that is the title of his book. As we were talking about teaching, he quoted, and it made me pause and reflect. I'm going to read it in French. And Sarah, Lauren, and Cindy have learned quite some useful French during their stay here with me. I'm not going to put them on the spot to ask them to translate what I'm going to say, but I'm sure they'll be happy to teach you what they've learned. Not from me, at their request. Anyway, here it goes. Tu n'enseignes pas ce que tu sais ou ce que tu crois savoir. Tu n'enseignes et tu ne peux enseigner que ce que tu es. You do not teach what you know or what you think you know. You teach, and you can only teach who and what you are. I'm going to repeat this. You do not teach what you know or what you think you know. You teach, and you can only teach who and what you are. So, who am I, and what am I to my students? How do they see me? And whom do I want to be for them? Well, let me tell you a couple of stories of success and failure. I was working end of May in the gardens of Versailles. We're very lucky to be teaching in Paris. I was working with Tamar, and we chatted as often we did. And by the way, that's the day Katy Perry chose to come to Versailles and screwed up my lesson plans. Anyway. So at the beginning of the year, Tamar was perceived as very bossy, show-offy, difficult to like. I saw her as being fragile, hurting, and in need of validation. She gradually started to like herself, and that day she said, Jean-Pierre, talking to me makes me feel better. She didn't say, I feel better when you talk to me. She meant, I feel better because you listen to me. A couple of weeks later, I was with my 5th grader at sea camp in Brittany. After sailing, we always end up in a big seaweed fight or pushing each other in the water. And Avital didn't want to get wet that day, and I pushed her in the water anyway. Big-eyed, she looked at me, tears rolling down her face. She was puzzled. And her eyes in mine, she said, sobbing, Jean-Pierre, you did not listen to me. And later that day, I gave her a heartfelt apology and said, I'm sorry. I spent the whole school year, because she was kind of a pain in the butt, telling you how to listen to your friends and to listen to me, and today I did not listen to you. I'm sorry. So how did she see me then? You know, I heard her feelings, and I failed in her eyes. It humbled me. It was a learning lesson, a lesson in humility. I still have to learn to listen. As a teacher, I'm constantly in the making. I need touch-ups, and I need reshaping. So, who am I, and what do I want to be for my students? Maria, and by the way, 10 years old, she speaks 5 languages fluently. Maria often comes and stands next to me. One of my colleagues said to her, Maria, Jean-Pierre is your tree? Are you looking for shade? Yes, I want to be a tree for my students, spreading my branches to give them shelter when they have a rainy day. And I want my branches to filter the sun so it can dry their tears. So I want to be there for them, to hear and listen to those who call me silently, and help them find their own voice. And I want to be their voice and their champion when deemed by some of my colleagues not worthy of our time or our attention. In the process, my students do learn how to speak French. But would that be the same experience without the connections I strive to establish with each one of them? So back to you, my friends and colleagues. What kind of teachers are you? Who and what do you want to be in the eyes of your students? Okay, Elizabeth, I will still give you one piece of advice anyway. Teaching is about connections. Work really hard at connecting and establishing relationships with each and every one of your students. Look for the good in every one of them. Never give up on them. And just be there for them, listen to them, so they can say, it's because of you that I smile today. I will finish with a quote by W.R. Emerson. I've used that quote before, and then a Celtic blessing. And I want to use that quote because it does ring true to me and for you. People destined to meet will do so, apparently by chance, at precisely the right moment. People destined to meet will do so, apparently by chance, at precisely the right moment. And we have been at the crossroads. And I'm really honored to have met you at the crossroads. So let me finish with a Celtic blessing from Brittany. This time it's not going to be in Irish, but I will say it in English, not in Breton. May the deep peace of the air blow on you. May the deep peace of the quiet earth be on you. May the deep peace of the star shine on you. May the deep peace of life in its beauty be on you. May the deep peace of the son and daughter of peace be on you. A Breton blessing. And now, first, thank you to you all. And now it's my honor and the privilege to introduce the graduates. You need to open this, right? You need to open the computer. Okay. Cynthia and KATHRYN. Cynthia is a math high school teacher in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Her favorite memory was when she decided to do the program, and I'm glad she did.
Lauren Siemens. Lauren teaches middle school English in Gillette, Wyoming. Her favorite MAET memory is a tie between the silent disco prom and meeting all the wonderful people who are part of the MAET program.
SARA Trowbridge. Sarah is a 4th grade teacher in Kingsley, Michigan. Her favorite memory is realizing that the friendships she's made here are stronger than she ever imagined and will last far beyond the 3 years of this program.
John Howell. John is an automotive technology instructor for Mott Community College. John's favorite experience throughout the MAET program was the collaboration between multiple disciplines and grade levels and the friendships made.
SHARI Sadison. SHARI teaches 2nd grade in Northern Michigan. SHARI's favorite memory of MAET has been meeting amazing and inspiring colleagues and professors who have helped her along this journey. She is also grateful for the support from new friends and her family.
JOCELYN PAEZ. JOCELYN teaches 4th grade in Atlanta, Georgia. JOCELYN's favorite thing about the MEET program is the connection to such an inspiring network of educators. She is grateful for the support of her instructors, colleagues, and especially her husband, who encouraged her throughout the whole journey.
Ashley Van Tassel. Ashley teaches preschool in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Her favorite memory of the MAET program is meeting and collaborating with amazing colleagues along the way who also inspired her.
KRISTEN Woodruff. KRISTEN teaches art at Rockford High School in Michigan. Her favorite memory about the MAET program is meeting other inspiring educators and accomplishing challenges she never thought possible. She is also grateful for her family and friends for being there along the way. Go Green.
Go White! Elizabeth Cusick. Elizabeth teaches science and French at Royal Oak High School. Her favorite memory of the past 2 summers are the friendships she's made by working alongside such incredible educators who inspired her to be more creative than she ever imagined she could be. She's thankful for all the support from her instructors, friends, and family.
Sorry. Emma Burton. Emma is a 3rd grade teacher in Taylor, Michigan. Her favorite memory is spending time and sharing laughter with the amazing people she has met by being a part of this unique program and experience.
Helen Fountain. Helen teaches kindergarten in Birmingham, Michigan. Her favorite memory from MAET is eating mega slice pizza with amazing new friends and forming friendships that will last a lifetime.
KATHRYN Francis Bohr. KATHRYN is a 3rd and 4th grade teacher in Rockford, Michigan, and KATHRYN's favorite moments are the memories she made with her friends and lots of Murphy's ice cream.
KRISTEN Licky. KRISTEN is a young 5s teacher in DeWitt, Michigan. Her favorite memories all revolve around making the news. She thinks that it is so fun to see so many crazy ideas and different personalities come together to create a clip that highlighted both our learning and social experiences with MAET.
KATHRYN Oleskowitz. KATHRYN is a talent development specialist at a mid-sized nonprofit in Michigan that specializes in financial education. KATHRYN's favorite MAET memories are biking down the canals of Galway and learning the immense history of this country.
Now that you've just taken a seat, graduates, I'm going to ask you to rise. We are extraordinarily proud of your achievements. While this is not an official university ceremony, it is a chance for us to recognize your incredible accomplishment. As a recognition of your achievement, please turn to the crowd and celebrate as you move your tassel from the right to the left to mark this occasion. Congratulations to the class of 2000. There's an 8 in there. 2018 MAET Overseas. I was thinking about that luggage I lost in France. The graduates will shortly recess outside for pictures, and we will gather at 6 p.m. at the Bike Club to celebrate their achievements.